Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a tutorial on this makeup look. We're focusing mainly on the eyes using the Makeup Revolution and Emily Edit the Wands palette. Sorry if you guys by any chance hear some bells in the background. There is a church near where I live and it is currently 8:57, just right around 9 o'clock. So every 30 minutes they usually ring that bell. So if you guys hear that, I am so sorry. But let me stop rambling and let's just get into this video. Oh, by the way, I said I was going to use lashes, or I was thinking about using lashes, but I really like the way that this look turned out without lashes, and I'll explain that later in the video how I get my lashes to be like this, and they're not all that right now. I'm applying a little bit of castor oil nightly to make them grow, but I just apply layer after layer and make sure I use a good mascara while prepping my eyelashes along the way. So I hope you guys again enjoy this video and let's just get started. So to begin, I already primed my eyelids with this LA Girl Pro Conceal High Definition Concealer. I have not set it yet, but I have primed my eyelids. And surprisingly today I did not use my Neutrogena oil-free moisturizer. I instead used this Physicians Formula Rose All Day Oil-Free Serum. And it looks like this. This is the second time I've used this. I love the smell of it, and it really is like a oil-free serum, which I'm not sure how they did it, but like it doesn't leave my skin oily, but it leaves it looking like luminous and feeling like pretty hydrated, you know? So it is getting colder now. It is like, I would say 60 degrees today, which is kind of cold. Like I woke up this morning shivering a little bit. So we are like obviously in the fall months, or starting to get into the fall months. I am pretty excited. But yeah, so today, as you can tell from the intro and from the title of this video, we're going to use the Makeup Revolution and Emily Edit palette. And this is the Wands palette. I might end up picking up the Needs palette, but I don't really need it because like I have all those shades in my collection. But yeah, I'm very excited to try out this palette and I want to see how it all works out. So let's just get started. And also, just to let you guys know, I filled in my eyebrows with the Anastasia brow definer, and I'm probably going to end up going in with like something else in my brows just to make them more perfect, because I like to do multiple steps in my brows. As some of you guys may know, this is what the palette looks like. It comes with a lot of shades, a different variety, so I want to see what kind of look I make today. And I look like a little bit of a mess because it's so early in the morning. It's like 7 o'clock. I'm going to go in with this first shade, which is called the Cream, to set this concealer with this Real Techniques brush, and it's just like a buffing brush. So yeah, I'm just going to apply that first shade all over my lid. And then I tapped in there once. I'm going to go back and tap in again. And I am just using the mirror inside the palette to like look exactly what I'm doing. Because this mirror is so big, I feel like I literally could see my whole face in it, which is perfect. Next, I'm going to go in with the shade Prayer and apply that all over my crease. I just dipped in it once and I am slowly gonna build it up in my crease. I wanna follow where she goes. I think about her and she knows it. I wanna let it take. Okay, and so far with that first shade, there seems to not be a lot of fallout, which is pretty good. Next, I'm going to go in with the shade Dues Paid, and I'm going to apply that just like right about where I applied that first shade, and I am kind of just going to blend it in with each other. And this is just to give like more dimension. So just going to blend it in with the same brush. Cause every time that she gets close, yeah, she pulls me in enough to keep me guessing. And maybe I should stop and start confessing. Ooh, I really like the way that's looking right now. And it's applying, like I said, the same way. Not really a lot of fallout, pretty pigmented. I like it so far. I'm going to go in with the shade Family, and I'm going to apply that shade right under where I just applied these two shades, and kind of in the outer V. So I'm going to apply like, this shade's more of a purple, but I'm going to end up applying like a greenish color. So I just want to lay something down so that everything can somewhat blend together. And then, sorry, real quick, as always, before I forget, I'm going in with another layer. So I'm going to curl my lashes just to give it the extra oomph, as you guys all know, who are familiar to my channel, know I love. Okay, so I'm going to go back and apply that same family shade I was applying before. I feel like it's applying a little bit patchy, but it's like workable, you know? It's not like patchy where you can't even fix anything and it's just like complete total shit, you know? So it's a little patchy, but if you take the time to blend, you can definitely make all these shades work together. And I feel like once you make all the shades work together, it looks pretty good. So the key here, I would say, is to build up and not just go in with a whole bunch of that shade and like try to blend it out, because I feel like then it could look a little messy. So I am just slowly but surely dipping back into the shade and building it up. Okay, and then very quickly I'm going to go back into the shade Prayer and mix it with Después or Despade a little bit and just apply that again in my crease above that shade just to revamp the color and also just make things blend a little bit more seamlessly. Although I would say they're already blending pretty seamlessly, and I am happy about that. I was originally going to go in with like a very teal color, but now I am contemplating just like leaving it like this. But I'm actually going to make it a little bit more intense if I stay with the purple. And I'm going to go in with that shade Fifi, with the Fifi on the block. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, I'm going to go in with the shade Fifi, which is a little bit more of like a vibrant purple, with the same brush. And I'm going to dip in once and the same thing, build it up. I'm not going to directly just go in with a lot of product and then try to blend it out. I'm just going to ever so slightly build it up, and I feel like that will give us the best outcome. And I'm going to go in with the shade Belle Violet, and I'm going to apply that all over my crease. I'm going to try applying it first without any Fix Plus or anything like that. I'm going to go in with this Morphe E18 brush and just go ahead and start applying that. So this is what the shade looks like without MAC Fix Plus or anything like that. I am very much liking it. And I'm going to zoom you guys in so you guys can see it a little bit closer and a little bit clearer. And so this is what the shade is looking like without any MAC Fix Plus and after being all blended out to my eyelid. I am going to go back a little bit later and apply Fix Plus to everything to make it look a little bit more Pam. So we are going to continue on with the face. And I got this Maybelline Dream BB Fresh, and it's like obviously a BB cream, but I just applied it like a little bit to my face, and it's darker than my skin tone. So I feel like I'm going to mix it with my concealer just to make it a little bit lighter. And I'm going to buff it in with the e.l.f. Mineral Powder brush. I haven't really used this brush as a foundation or as like a foundation brush, but we're just going to try it today. Okay, so then I'm going to go in with concealer for under my eyes, and I'm going to go in with the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer and my Beauty Blender. Yeah, so I'm going to go in with these two products, apply a little bit under my eye, and then just blend it out. I'm going to also apply a little bit here on the bridge of my nose. So after I have all my cream products laid out on my face, I am going to go in with this Maybelline Fit Me Powder Foundation in the shade 125. And I don't really have too much coverage on my face, so I'm going to see if this can add anything. But if not, it's okay, because I'm not trying to go for like a really full coverage look. I'm just trying to go for something maybe like medium to natural. And like right now it's like really, really natural. So I'm just going to try and see if I could build my foundation base on. And then after I have that Maybelline powder, I am going to just go in with my Coty Airspun translucent powder. With my beauty blender, I'm just going to soften up the fine lines that might have settled with the concealer and directly just apply it to my under eye. Okay, so for a little contour and bronzer action, I'm going to apply my Butter Bronzer from Physicians Formula, and I'm going to gently, just ever so slightly, contour my face with this, because this is more of a contouring shade. And this is pretty pigmented, along with smelling awesome, and like, it just smells like tropical, and like pineapples. Like, if you haven't smelled this bronzer, please, please, please go into anywhere, like a Target, a CVS, Ulta, wherever they have these samples, and just smell it. It smells like so amazing, and so many people use this, and I never heard of like the scent being a problem. And even sensitive people, like Kathleen Lights, she has pretty sensitive skin. She uses this all the time, and I never hear her say anything about this making her break out or anything like that. So it's a pretty good bronzer. Okay, so that was like a slight contour. For bronzer, I'm going to apply my Wet n Wild Fergie bronzer with the same brush. Just grab a little bit on the brush and then gently buff it into my skin. So as I was trying to open my blush, this just like detached itself. But basically, I'm going to apply the Maybelline Fit Me blush in the shade Light Rose. And with the same brush, grab a little bit. I don't know how pigmented this is, because like I said, this is my first time applying this. So let's see. It's really pretty. It's just like a really subtle blush. I really, really, really like this color. So once again, I'm going to go in with my, what do you call it, eyelash curler. And I am going to curl my lashes. I'm just debating on seeing how well my mascara applies and see how lifted my lashes are. And depending on how that goes, I might just not even wear false lashes. So we shall see. I am going to go in again with that Morphe E18 brush that we used to apply that Belle Violet shade. And I am going to go back in with that first shade Prayer and apply the slightest amount on my brush and start blending that out on my lower lash line. Next, I am going to apply with the same brush the shade Despoiled, and then I am going to do the same thing and apply a little bit more in the inner corner. And then I'm going to go in with that shade Family, very slightly, apply it to the outer corner. Family, again, remember, was that purple. And then in the inner corner, I'm going to apply that shade Belle Violet. Not really in the inner corner, but in the inner third of my eye. Okay, so this is what my eyes are looking like. It's really, really pretty. I really, really like the way that this is really turning out. Okay, so I am then going to, don't mind my hair, because it's not really done yet, but I am going to go get a couple more products to apply on my face, and I will be right back. I am grabbing this Burt's Bees glossy shade in the shade or glossy lip balm, lip gloss kind of, and it's called Nude Rain. And I've applied this so many times before, and it is such a pretty shade. So I have like a little bit of I had a little bit of an exfoliating lip scrub. So I just like wiped that off real quick, and now I am just going to apply the shade. Okay, so once I have applied that shade, you could tell it's a very neutral color. It's very, very pretty in my opinion. And I am going to now apply my mascara. And since I'm trying to make this like extra big kind of, and I'm aiming for that, hopefully it ends up being that, I'm going to go in with my Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. And I was about to say Too Faced Born This Way. It is definitely not a Born This Way. But yeah, I'm just going to start at the end of my lashes, wiggle it out to try to make them long. And I know I almost forgot highlight. I didn't even almost forget. I did not forget highlight. I'm about to put it on in a little bit. Just give me a second. Okay, so that is what one coat to each eye looks like. And I'm going to let that dry for a little bit. I am going to go ahead and apply my highlighter. Okay, you guys have seen me apply this product and use this product multiple times, but it is just because I so love it very, very much. And this is the Makeup Revolution highlighter in the shade Vivid. I am going to go in with this Morphe E30 brush, and I am just going to go in and apply this to my cheekbone. And you could just tell, like, I love this shade. I love everything about this like Vivid highlighter, and I kind of want to go pick up more. I'm pretty sure they have a lot more in their collection. And I'm just going to go ahead in the same. Okay, so I'm going to touch the mascara. Okay, the mascara has kind of dried, so I'm going to go ahead and get my eyelash curler. And one more time, just curl my lashes. And literally just reapply all this to my lashes. Okay, and honestly, I'm loving the way that this looks without lashes. It looks pretty good so far. So I am just going to keep it like this. So you guys, this is my completed look using the very beautiful the Makeup Revolution and the Emily Edit the Wands palettes. Overall with the shades that I tried, let me count how many shades that I tried. Exactly. I tried 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 shades. Okay, so I tried 6 shades total. Out of the 6 shades that I tried, honestly, they were all really, really nice. The only shade that I kind of was like about was the shade Family, and that was because it was slightly patchy. But I mean, I made it work, and like I said in the video, as long as you blend it out and like work with it a little bit, you'll be fine. But that was honestly the only shade that I had like a little bit of a problem with. But other than that, all the shades were pretty good. I plan to keep using these palettes, keep trying it out. And then hopefully at the end of, like in the middle of October, towards the end, I'm going to do like a haul roundup where I'm going to talk about all the products that I bought in my haul. And then after using them for a little bit, I'm going to tell you guys my thoughts and my opinions on them. So I'm very excited for that. And I'm very excited to continue playing with this palette and just doing different looks with it, playing with different shades, looking at different formulas. And yeah, so I hope you guys liked the way that this turned out. And I know I said I was going to apply lashes, but like I said, I really, really like the way that this looks without lashes. So I'm just going to keep it like that. And I might even, after I film this, go ahead, curl my lashes one more time, and apply one more layer of mascara if I feel like doing so. And if you guys want to wear lashes, go ahead. And I hope you guys either enjoyed this video or learned something from it. And I hope to see you guys in my next video. Bye!